going on, good
What's
people?
going on?
Hello,
Man,
hello, hello.
yeah, yeah.
Everybody good
Welcome.
today?
Oh yeah,
Yes, sir. Everybody
oh yeah.
doing well. Excuse me. I'm doing well. I'm not speak for everybody else. Excuse me.
Nah,
There you
nah.
go.
But look,
There you
welcome
go.
to the Wise Men, Three Wise Men podcast. I'm your host Zach, co-host Ronnie.
Hey, what's going on? Your boy Rodney G.
DJ couldn't make it. Wherever you're at,
Shot
DJ.
me.
Hope all is well. Peace and love.
For
But
sure.
that's all right though, because we got a special guest here today. Keisha, how
The
you
one and
doing?
only.
Doing well, doing well.
Yeah,
Talk about
yeah,
the one and only. That's right. That's right.
yeah, yeah. And no other.
You is
All
the
right.
one and
So,
only.
for sure. All right. Y'all ready to get into this?
For sure. Let's get into it. Let's hop into it.
All right. So, last week we talked about, or a couple weeks back, in episode 3, we talked about why men cheat.
Hmm.
It was a very interesting conversation, a lot of laughs, a lot of deep thought, a lot of discussion to be had.
Hmm.
So much so that we had to run it back for a part 2.
For sure.
Yeah,
So,
most definitely.
yeah, yeah. And who better to
I
bring than Keisha on with this, to bring perspective. So,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Bring perspective of what I've
yeah,
seen.
yeah, yeah, for sure. I
Uh,
feel like
It's gonna be a
you
very
very
interesting perspective as well.
right,
yeah,
right,
yeah, yes, 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 yes. Because you
We
know
got a
why?
treat for all the fans and all the viewers and all the listeners today. We got a treat for y'all.
Oh,
for sure,
Yes.
is it
for
me?
sure.
Ain't you here?
I am here.
All right then.
I am
They
here.
finna
Oh,
get
Yeah,
ready
very
to hear
cool.
some stuff now.
yeah, yeah.
Baby, I can't spell everything. Can't spell everything.
Ah,
It's like, but see, here's the thing though.
Mm,
They're you're gonna be able to give them something to where they can sit back and think.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I,
uh-huh.
I can definitely convey with that. Definitely can, man.
So
For
Zach,
sure.
you want to kind of like break down kind of what we talked about last week when we was doing what we was doing. You kind of want to talk about
For
kind of give
sure.
them some kind of high points.
For sure. For sure. Honestly, 2 weeks back, I can't even remember everything, but I know we established the first question, which was, do men cheat?
Hmm.
And what was our answer to that?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
established that. I feel like everybody got the answer to, but
for sure.
Excuse me.
I feel like we didn't really get a chance to go into details as to
Mhm.
the mindset because at the end of
Yeah,
the day, men cheat, but the question was basically why.
right, right.
So me personally, and I know
Mhm.
from the last episode that we did, I was very strongly against like it just ain't us. It's we are not just the reason why we decide. Like it's certain factors that go into it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I tell everybody, if a woman wants to be, what I'm saying, treated like a woman, a man want to
Mhm.
be treated like a man. It goes both ways. So
Right.
if somebody's being, neglected, you can't really judge them or characterize. Well, basically, you're not going to know how they're going to handle the neglection.
Mm-hmm.
But in a lot of our community, since this is a podcast based off around our community, we know how well, you ain't doing right, such upstairs will.
Right.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
one
Bro
person
man from the
won't do,
fifth
another
floor
one will.
gonna come down here
You gonna come
and
down
do what you ain't doing and make me a sandwich.
in your house.
But I think in this episode, um, me and well, pretty much I feel like me and Zach want to break it down to some of the audience and explain
Yeah.
to them, kind of some of the situations that me and him have been through that's
Mhm.
kind of caused us to convey and feel and think on
Mhm.
the mindset that we have about why we feel like we cheat or why basic men cheat. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'll start off basically. I was married, and I'm not finna bash my ex-wife for anything like that. For
Mhm.
anybody that's close to me that's watching, don't go back and tell no damn lies on me because I ain't said nothing but the truth.
That's
I
real.
had a wonderful ex-wife. I'm not gonna lie, she was everything great. You know what I'm saying?
So go back
But
being
at the end of the
messy.
day,
Cut it out.
we had issues, you know.
Right. Of course.
But I got married young. I got
Right.
married very young. I
That's
was
young.
still in my processing, trying to figure out what my life gonna be. I wasn't even 25 when I, you know what I'm saying, got into the
Mm-hmm.
situation. And she wasn't either, because I'm older than her. But you know, I feel like we did what we could. We had a very good relationship, you know what I'm saying? Everything was going good. We had a beautiful child. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, my daughter's everything. I love her to death, you know what I'm saying? And
So,
basically, regardless of how things went between me and my ex-wife, I'm still gonna do what I can to be there for her because we got a child together. We still gotta raise her together, even after she gets 18 and everything. We still gonna be there in her life. And if she's hurting, then my child is hurting.
absolutely.
So
Mm-hmm.
I always step in. I don't care what nobody say. That's just how I feel. And for anybody that got something to say about it, kiss my ass. Because a real man gonna step up and do what the hell he supposed to do. But
Exactly.
Every time.
since basically we were young,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we get to a stage like when you in college and you going through those first 4 years of college, you experience different stages of life.
Absolutely.
So 1 minute you want to be booed up. The
Mm-hmm.
next minute you want to be a hoe. The next minute you just want to be to yourself. And then that last stage is like, okay, whatever I feel like it's gonna actually be able to work for me and get me through this thing called life, I'm gonna deal with it.
Right.
Right.
So those first three stages of that, me and her were married and we was in a relationship and we was going through that and trying to be faithful, committed, and all that at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, at the end of the day, like I said, you know, I went through a situation where, you know, it was some infidelity and
Mm-hmm.
everything like that. And I didn't care because at the end of the day, you're supposed to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? When you get
Right.
married, you know what it says, and I stayed stuck by that. And I will attest that it wasn't just on what I'm saying her part. I had a big part in the infidelity role as well
Mm-hmm.
because as a young what I'm saying person, you're not thinking about the actions of revenge, how they're gonna affect you later on in life. You're just trying to get back, just like we on the high school playground. You know what I'm saying? We got to understand we're still in that mindset because we're at that age point at the time that we're doing this.
Yeah.
We're trying to have a situation that 40 and 50-year-old people have for 20
Mm-hmm.
plus years. We're
Mm-hmm.
trying to recreate, we're trying to create that. And my ball's just starting to drop. If you get what I'm saying, you know?
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So even
Your
though
mindset starting to change and everything. Yeah.
yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
even with the infidelity, I still wanted everything to work, but I went through a lot of traumatization through that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. One thing I will say, that's why I say I got nothing but love and respect for her, regardless of what anybody say. Like she's a great person. She's a great woman. She's a damn good mother. That for
Yeah.
sure. She's a fucking good caretaker. Excuse my language. You can bleep it out if you edit it. I don't care. But
Yeah.
she's a great caretaker. She's like that, and do all of that. It was just like we tried to work through it the best we could, but I went through a lot of moments where hell, I was hurt. I was embarrassed. I,
Mm-hmm.
I did some crazy ass shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to drive my damn car off in the fucking river. No, I can't swim. Like shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but see, when it come down to, well, you cheated too. Yeah, but that was because it happened first on her part. And when you ask, and I'm not finna disclose no information of what happened with her, but basically the when you ask me, whenever any woman gives you their excuse of why they stepped out, it's
Mm-hmm.
always something because you didn't do this or because they felt like this. So
Mm-hmm.
and my thing is like, okay, well, how you know I didn't feel like that, and I was just trying to work through this, and here you is taking the easy way out,
Right.
making us have to work the hard way. Is it because we just men and y'all expect for us because we know how to fix pipes and patch holes and cut grass and shit, and that's like manly shit. We got to take everything in accordance as a manly way. Like our emotions and feelings don't care. So
Mm.
with what happened with me, yeah. So
Okay,
you know,
I hear
Mm.
you on that, Ronnie. Uh, you say she's a good person, great mother and all that. And us knowing you, Ronnie, you got a good sense of character, you
yeah,
know,
Mhm.
outstanding guy.
Absolutely.
With all of that, it just goes back to show that this topic that we're talking about, why men cheat,
yeah.
Mhm.
is such a complex and sensitive topic. And with two great people, and yet the relationship still doesn't work, it kind of reflects that. And so I think for this episode, we definitely need to go into um, actual why men cheat, like putting a name to the actual stuff that leads to us uh, becoming, you know,
A
uh,
lot of the factors
cheaters.
that lead up to it.
Exactly. So
Well,
It's man, I
if
feel like
you
it
had
could
to,
be
if
so
you had
many
to name one
things.
factor that leads to us cheating, what would you say?
neglection.
Neglect. Okay.
Mm. You say neglection?
Yeah.
Me
Expand on that.
personally, yeah.
As a man,
Mhm.
we're more attached to our mothers than we're attached to our fathers
Mm,
out the womb.
I mean, yeah, that's how
So when
it's
we get a
to
woman,
be.
what's one of
Mhm.
the things, and I'm not trying to be funny, so please don't laugh, but I know Zach can very attest to this, and you can halfway probably attest to this. Every man is got an attachment to his mother. So when we
Mhm.
look for a significant other for the rest of our damn life, we're looking for somebody
Mhm.
like our mother.
What if your
mm,
mother wasn't a good person to you?
ooh,
We never jump into a serious relationship because we always hoeing around like our damn mother was if she wasn't there. But see, I come
Mhm.
from a good family. My fucking mother was there. Like,
mm,
Mhm.
even though she used to punch me and shit, and I played basketball with my mama in the backyard. Like my uncle used to come over, and them two, my mama and my uncle, or my mama and my daddy used to play me and my little brother in the backyard basketball, and like she used to
Mhm.
back us down like Shaq, because that was in the era when Shaq and them was winning 3 championships, 99, 2000, and shit
yeah,
like that. So we used to go out there and recreate that with my mama.
Mhm.
So, and when I got my first girlfriend, when I had
Mhm.
my first heartbreak, all this shit, my mama
Mhm.
was the person I went to first. Because that's
yeah,
who I was more connected with. That's who I knew
Mhm.
if don't nobody else care about me, she gonna care about me. So
yeah,
when you get
Mhm.
with a significant other, you're looking for that same qualities and traits because my mom ain't gonna be here forever. But I'm
yeah,
gonna have to deal, you know what I'm saying, with you until basically my time up. And you're gonna be replacing somebody else's mother and giving them that same thing. I want somebody that I can sit up here and spend the rest of my life with and feel comfortable talking to about whatever I'm going through,
mm,
how I feel, and not being judged or all this other shit that we go through.
yeah,
So yeah, when a female neglects a man because they seek certain things, what you think a man gonna do? Survive. He
yeah,
gonna get that feeling however the hell he can fucking get it.
yeah.
Excuse my language this episode, y'all.
So, yeah, how you feel about that?
Man, it's so many for me. I feel like it's so many like avenues, like different branches that come off of that. Like,
Yeah,
right? All right, you say that, what was it? You said Christ. You just said a man has what? You got he neglect. Okay.
Yeah.
right.
Now, so a man can have neglect, and that's cool. Excuse
Mm,
me, it's not cool. It's not cool for anybody for a man to have neglect. It's not at all.
right.
But
Okay.
for a man to be attached to only his mother, it boils down to, in my opinion, I feel
Mm,
a little more attachment to why it's more important to have the fathers in the life. Because if you got a father who is adamant in your life, who you can, yeah, as a baby when you come out the womb, boom, immediately skin to skin, right?
Mhm.
That's one of the deepest bonds people really truly have. Now, I got
Okay.
kids, right? Excuse me, Ronnie, Zach. I'm not too sure. Zach, you have
And
kids,
no
right?
kids for me. Yeah.
You ain't got no kids right now. Okay,
I just got
I
a
learned
daughter.
something new
Yeah,
by
you
you.
know.
Right. So like when your daughter was born, of course, when she was born, she came out, boom, pow, hey, welcome to the world. They put her right on her mother, right? So
Mhm.
are you telling me that you never had no personal skin to skin contact with your daughter?
Yeah, like when she was born, I
Mhm.
laid on my chest too, so she can know me.
Exactly. So a lot of that, I feel like some of that can be neglected with having to not have the proper I don't want to say reinforcement, but the proper, mother and father dynamic with
Of that
that.
nurturing.
Now have exactly. Now
Yeah.
it's not only nurturing with the mother, is nurturing with the father as well too.
That's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
feel you
like
on
that. I
that.
like
Respect
that.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's a
And it's
good
something
point too. I didn't
crazy.
think of it like that.
Yeah.
Right,
Uh,
right.
Yeah, and like it's
I
crazy
tell you.
enough. What's the realest thing is like I was at church. It was like I was to church last year, and I think it was around Father's Day. Honest to God, then they were, my apostle and everything. They was honoring, all the fathers, and then the to be fathers, and then obviously the young men who are growing into fathers. A lot of things of what he was saying, it really resonated between myself and my brother, as well as, well, not too much of my sisters, but for the most part, more or less with my brother. And this, um you can only learn what you can learn from your parents now, and they can only learn what they can learn from them. So now, if they ain't finished their education, like if your great grandparents didn't finish their education, you can go ahead and take what you take from them, and their learning only stops at a certain age.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, true,
And
true.
they bring what they can. They learn from off of experience, and they take what they can to their kids. And they only learn from this one, and then obviously their knowledge gets expanded just a little bit, and they can only take what they take to now their offspring. You feel me? It's a
Okay.
whole other it's a whole lot that comes with it. And that's why I feel initially why men cheat because they can. Women cheat because they
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
I don't think it really has too much to do with neglect. Now it can have something to do with neglect. Absolutely, it can have something to do with neglect. It can have something to do with the type of household that you grow up in. If that's all you see with somebody in and out of your mother or your father's life, or whatever the case is, whichever parent you grew up with, and
Yeah.
that's all you're seeing with somebody in and out, in and out, in and out, you're not gonna understand the qualifications of a stable relationship. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know. So yes,
Interesting.
that's
Interesting.
where I stand from. You know what
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That brings a thought to mind. I heard somebody say that men cheat. Basically, what you just said, men cheat because they can, and
mean? Cheat
women,
because they can. They do the
they
same.
have to go through the back door to cheat, like because they don't have the same. Uh, what's the
Nah,
authority? I
man, that's
guess.
bullshit. Like women are cheating, and you ain't even they ain't gonna even like you won't even know as a man.
Yeah.
And here's the tricky part. Like the reason why women cheat is very different from why men cheat. Let's go ahead and establish that. Men and women do not cheat for the
Mhm.
same damn reason. So
Okay.
let's not even try to put that compare that like no, like
Tit
a
for
woman
tat.
cheats because she can.
Tit for tat.
You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
it is easy. A man cheats because it's a neglect somewhere in his life.
Hmm.
Everything now you got some that are addicted to certain things, but
Of
it's
course.
if you getting into a relationship, you there's no such thing as being addicted to a damn relationship. You can't be addicted to relationships. You could
Hmm.
be addicted to sex or you could be addicted to drugs or whatever.
Hmm.
But a man is not finna cheat because that's an addiction. Cheating is not an addiction. A woman cheats because that's just something that she can do. It's mostly a tactic to try to prove to the guy like who you think you talking to, who you think you messing with. You
Right.
feel
Right.
me?
What
Right.
you mean cheating isn't an addiction? Cheating absolutely is an addiction. You
It's
kidding
not an
me? Just like
addiction.
just like smoking, huh?
No, you can't compare that.
Absolutely can't compare
Look.
that. You
You a
wow.
damn lie. Because
I
let me
ain't no
tell you
damn
why.
lie.
I woke up this morning. I chose to smoke. I didn't choose to cheat.
Are you kidding me? You got men who wake up in the morning and choose to cheat.
Yeah, but that's it's not like
You see
how
this
you
here?
mean
Look,
you
look,
can't
look.
no that's I disagree because you got to think about it. Okay,
What you talking about?
what made them wake up and choose to cheat? Either
They
she
woke up and
didn't
chose to
cook
cheat. Hey, man, she
or
okay.
she didn't
She
do
didn't cook
something
and
to make
clean.
him feel wanted.
It may not even be like that.
Yes, it
Bro
is.
could be,
That's
bro
I
could be. Let me tell you something. Buddy could be absolutely. Yeah, he could be absolutely done when it comes down
now
to the female. So now that could be a reason. Like he's like, you know what? I'm actually over this. But some people ain't got the the goals to like really end a relationship because they don't want to start over.
okay.
Okay.
I mean, I wanted to start over. I actually
That's
started
you.
over. I have a great relationship with who I'm with. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
And there's times that I have to catch myself
uh,
and not bring up the past
uh,
because I'm trying to not basically recreate and make the same mistakes I felt like I made. See, here's the thing: you got different categories of guys. Me and
uh.
Zach, Art, and on Deej and even you, we're good
Yeah,
guys. You know
yeah,
what I'm
absolutely.
saying?
Yeah,
We're
we're
good
great guys.
guys. Like we're the good ones. Like we don't
We're
care
great
about
guys.
all that extra attention and stuff like that. We're good.
Uh,
We were raised with like a wholesome raising. You know, I have
uh,
great examples from my own dad to my wonderful stepdad to my you know what I'm saying, grandpa and my
uh,
uncle, all the uncles in my family, you know what I'm saying? Like I have
uh,
great examples of men that's been married for a long time and have had a great relationship. Have I seen the arguments? Hell yeah. But I've
Mm.
never seen them once just wake up because she did something wrong and he didn't like it. I'm finna go fuck Sally Sue down the road. I ain't never heard that or
That
seen
is
that.
true.
That was something that was taught to you don't do that. So when you got guys that's coming up that may think like that, first of all, they
uh,
probably didn't have a mother in their life, so they don't know how to treat a woman.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, for a man like me and Zach, and this is where the conversation is really about, we're not talking about the fucked up dudes out here in the world and the
uh,
people that ain't, you know what I'm saying, doing. We're talking about guys like me and Zach, like that we was raised the correct way. We know
uh,
what is expected
Mm.
and what is supposed to be done. And we're getting treated or we're getting basically treated by females because they feel like they can do it. We ain't did
Mm-hmm.
anything wrong, but here they is doing us wrong. So
Okay.
after a while, everybody has a breaking point. You're gonna explode. You put too much air into a
Mm.
balloon, what you think gonna
shit,
happen? That
Joe
bitch
gonna
gonna
Mm.
pop.
bust. So there you go. And it's not,
Yeah.
I'm not condoning like, oh, that's the first thing that you need to do when
Uh,
things go wrong because guys like me and Zach, we go to church. We get on our
uh.
knees and pray. We go to our grandmothers and
You
you know
laid
what
on
I'm
the
saying,
altar.
Absolutely.
mothers and ask
Absolutely.
them for advice.
You
What
lay it
can
on the altar.
yeah, you
Yeah.
got to. I don't put no
Got to.
money on there because they locking the doors and shit now, but
Lock the
but other than
doors.
that, like yeah, we have different ways of going to solve the problem without having to go and find another woman to
Yeah.
cause another problem.
Uh,
Uh-huh.
But when you get to the point where all of that other stuff ain't working, and I'm still
uh,
sitting here in this house by myself all alone, and she doing what she want to do, I got to do all this for her and the child still or whatever, and I'm not getting no type of special attention. My mama cannot do what she can, you know what I'm saying? Because that's not
Yeah.
how it's supposed to be done. She can give me mother qualities, but she got to give me that woman that I need, and
Okay.
I can't get that from nothing else. And if I, especially if I'm dedicated to this particular woman, I can't go out here and just ask another woman to give me that type of attention. But if I do,
question. Hold on, Ronnie. Did you say woman qualities or mother qualities?
you have women. You have mother qualities.
Okay.
Mother qualities.
Not mothering to you, but mothering to.
Yeah, like basically, a man is gonna find a female that he can have a family with, somebody that he know gonna take
Mm.
care of his kids, take care of him, you know, help him. And I'm not
You need
saying
to find
like,
somebody who's in. You need to find somebody who's in line with what you want. That's the first thing.
yeah,
You
but
find somebody
anybody could be
who
aligned with your bad
absolutely not.
qualities as well.
No, everybody be faking.
Yeah, that's the thing
Mm.
though. If you already family oriented, like
Mm,
growing up, and you know what you
mm,
expect in life, and
mm,
you see this female ain't got it, you a
mm.
fool if you fuck with her.
Yeah.
because you know she gonna cause you trouble. You're gonna be having different niggas calling your phone, different people calling you, talking about, oh, you talking about my girl. Nah, I want the female that I can, you know what I'm saying, like who I have now.
Mm-hmm.
I can bring her here to
Mm-hmm.
my home, and
Uh-huh.
I can leave and go to work, and my daughter still follows her routine.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
It takes care of her hygiene the correct way. You know what I'm saying? As a lady, I'm a man, and I know how a
Mm-hmm.
lady's supposed to carry themselves. So when I'm not
Absolutely.
here
You got a
and I
daughter.
have
You
this
better.
woman here, she can do that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? We look
Mm-hmm.
for that. We don't just marry the hoe that we paid $20 to, you know what I'm saying, mess with. We don't look at that as marriage material. That's entertainment and excitement. That's a tax
Entertainment
Mm.
write
is
off.
everything.
It tags right off.
Right now, you
Okay,
about to play
so
with
let's split it. Let's split it like this now. We all know cheating's wrong, right?
Yeah.
We
Absolutely.
all
Yeah.
agree on. Okay, now can we split that topic down into two categories?
Okay.
Justifiable reasons that lead to that, and then things that are just on us, like toxicity.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me tell you, there's
Because
nothing that
we were
justifies
talking about
anybody cheating.
justifiable reasons, yeah, like neglect. Okay, you not getting what you need from the relationship. Now let's talk about the other side of it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
what's on us?
Communication.
Can we start with that? Yeah, communication.
Communication.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you communicate, hey,
Yeah.
listen, hey, listen, man, I missed the last time you had put your mouth on my balls. I'm just, excuse me, just,
Yeah.
just I had missed, we had a wild last night, we had a great date night, and
But
I just, the last time that you did that, it was like 3 months ago. Like, can we get
I
spicy again?
think
Like, what's good?
I think it's understanding too.
If it's not just about, about the physical part, just be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's a big part. Like if she doing something that I like
Mhm.
and I don't tell her that I like it, and she
That's on
start
you.
doing something else and I
Mhm.
feel offended as a man, I'm
Offended
a
how?
time out. Hey,
You
let's
ain't do
run that
you ain't
other
do that
play from
last time.
last week.
Hold on. Who taught you that?
Let's run
Right,
that
right,
other
right.
play from
Hold on.
last week, you know?
Hold
But
on.
you got a big point though. You got a major point though. So
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. You got to communicate,
mm,
man. Like, listen, that
yeah.
thing that you did, you better not never do that for nobody else. You crazy? You better not never. You and that person about to be gone. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Y'all gonna meet the Holy Trinity. Stop playing with
Mm. All right, let's talk about
me.
unrealistic expectations going into relationships because I think that's one that leads to cheating.
oh, that's a
being
good
some
one.
being
That's a
somebody
good
never.
one. You fucked me up
That
mentally
that that
there.
that right there.
Whew.
Somebody telling me, oh, being somebody trying to make me into somebody who I'm not.
Exactly.
I got a good example.
Let's
Mm.
hear it. Let's hear it.
What's a good example? Let me hear you.
So one of my closest friends asked
Hmm.
me why every time we come to your house for a cookout and everything like that, like she doing you know all this and all that. And I hope you ain't trying to make her like I said, nah, hell no. I said that's one thing I ain't finna do is compare who I'm in a relationship with now. I'm never
Hmm.
finna compare those two because that's
Okay.
wrong. That's
Hmm.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
She,
Absolutely.
the woman that I'm with now, I'm with her for who she is, what she showed
Hmm.
me that she could do for me and my family, and she
Hmm.
does a lot. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And regardless of what my ex mom, you know what I'm saying, ex wife and all that did and everything, you know, that's basically her characteristics. I don't compare, but a lot of
Hmm.
people compare, and I think that that's kind of those unrealistic expectations because as a man, if you still looking for the same thing that hurt you, you gonna get hurt again.
Heard again. Probably
Yeah.
worse
Let me tell
So
most
you,
times.
that so I don't do that.
the
But
the
I'm
illest
in a
thing that you.
situation where I could because, you know, same house that I was, you know, married in, and then bringing in another family, you know, that she has, you know, because she has two, you know what I'm saying, kids too, and they're very
Hmm.
wonderful and they help out a lot. I got a
Mm.
lot of flows. They help me mop and sweep. I love it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Along with my daughter. So it's
Yeah.
like I got a little team of cleaners, and and cookers and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And we get along well. But I
Yeah.
never try to, like, you know what I'm saying, make her or allude to her doing anything that was previously done.
Mm.
Mm,
But
You gotta realize too,
a
like
lot of
a lot
guys
of
do that
females feel
shit
that
though.
way.
mm,
Excuse me. When it comes down to like certain relationships and things like that as well too. Now this is living from my little gay ass life. Um, a lot of I said what I said. I'm not about to change it.
speak on
I knew you like this today.
a lot of my issues, I would have to say, especially when it comes down to dating other females, is that I always seem to find the same person, and that's what I'm trying to get out of. And that makes sense.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Which will make you like, and then what for me, and I'm trying to change this very. I'm so adamant on trying to change this. You don't even understand. I I get bored with people. I swear it is terrible. It is terrible.
Mm,
It is terrible on my behalf, and I will never like. You have to keep my interest. Now that's probably just me, but it may be not just me in that aspect. You feel me?
I
yeah,
can agree with you to a certain extent.
Mm, right.
yeah.
Like when I say I
Okay.
get bored with people, like when I first time I ever told I told my homegirl on the code this, and she was just like, "You get bored? Like what do you mean you get like they your toys or something?" I was like,
Yeah.
"Yes or no?" But that's terrible. I'm sorry.
I
She
think it
really asked you
depends.
that?
She legitimately asked me like a toy or something. I'm just like, well, I would say I have a certain type of standard, but at the same token, I really and truly don't. Like if we had good chemistry, and I fucks with you, I fuck with you, regardless
Mhm.
of the fact. You feel me? It's which is why I say like I always seem to find the same type of person now. When it comes down to when we really start getting through the nitty gritty, actually spend the time. I'm meeting your family, you meeting my family. We actually go through all of that. You know, obviously there's certain I got my red flags, Shorty got her red flags or whoever I'm with or whatever the case is. We all got you know, our things that we're working on, assuming we're working on it.
Yeah,
It's a lot. It's a lot.
yeah,
And I always seem to find that same person.
for sure. I mean, you got to be intentional with, whoever you talking to, whoever you try to get
Absolutely.
yourself acquainted with. I think being bored with somebody, you got to figure out why you're bored with that person. But to
Hmm.
do that, you got to figure out why you got with that person in the first place.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Because that
Yeah.
can lead to cheating as well somewhere down the line. You say, why did
If
I
I
get with
gotta
this person
cheat,
in the
Right.
first
I
place?
leave, boy.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna cap to you. If I feel like I gotta do anything like that, I'm
But I
in a
mean,
heartbeat.
you also have other reasons like, yeah, men can get bored, but the only way I feel like if a man is bored, he was never interested. So he gonna already be doing some stuff in the beginning, and
Mm,
and then again another reason too. Now a lot of people don't talk about this, but in our community, a lot of people allow it. Well,
mm.
at least he paying the bills, girl. I don't care unless he at least
Oh,
That's
yeah.
come home.
For
circumstantial.
sure.
That's
You know
the
what I'm
only
saying? Meet the
reason,
kids.
bro. He old man, yeah. I do know he cheating on this.
Yeah,
I know he still messing with his baby mama, but at the same time,
yeah.
he's still a good man.
One
If you
thing
don't
about a
value
man,
yourself, stop blaming me.
listen, a man. I don't care what kind of man you is. Good man, bad man, messed up, whatever. It don't even matter. Once a man finds a routine that works for him,
Oh, he gonna
you
go
know
with
what
it.
I'm saying?
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
he's gonna expect that. So if he know that he can go out here and do
And
all these
show out and
dastardly
hoe out.
things
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
she'll still let him come home and sleep in the bed,
Mm,
you think he gonna be thinking about how it's making her feel or the kids or family or however it is? No. He like, well, I'm basically going to work. I'm bringing a check home.
yeah,
She giving me a couple dollars out the check. I go to the little club or the little basically hole in the wall with the fellas, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Get my little, you know what I'm saying, drink on, smoke on, might
Hmm.
party. a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people party, and you got a
Right.
female that can be like, oh, well, you like to party? I'll party with you. And they established because they working off of somebody else's money anyway. So
Yeah.
they out here
Mm-hmm.
splurging on other people, and you got a man that's like, and then you got a woman at the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, if my lady now tell me, oh, well, I don't care, you go out there and do what you do, just long as you keep, I probably wouldn't do it because that's not how I raised. But,
Yeah.
you know, as a man, the
Mm.
thought gonna cross, oh, so I can really go out here and
Sade, you give me all
show
pass?
out
Right.
and
Right.
come back and still be loved and catered to like
Yeah.
nothing ever
Bam.
happened. You give an inch, they take a mile. Of course,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Every time. Every time. Every time. Sorry, I'm looking around my dog. She was going about the place. I'm making sure she, I did
You
not
good.
close
You good.
it.
I feel you.
And
Man,
this
I
ain't no movie shit. This shit happens in real life. You know,
Real
you
life.
got
absolutely.
females out here that say it's okay as long as he doing what he doing. Okay, so don't you be right here trying to talk no shit about he ain't doing this, he ain't doing that. You and 9 times out of 10,
Mm.
they doing the same thing too.
I was about to say, yeah. I mean,
Oh,
come on now.
That's
Look
why
at you.
that's
yeah.
why
You
it's
come on now,
cool.
like, bro, you
So
wow.
it goes back to what you were saying, Zach. You
Mm.
gotta know who you dealing with and know
Mhm.
basically what you
Yeah.
want because as men, a lot of times we think with the wrong type of head, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that's how we make a lot of our mistakes. Because it
That's
don't take
true.
but 5 pumps
True.
and 9 months.
Five. That's you. That's your pumps.
A woman got 3 months to decide if she want that mistake a problem. Let's be for real. I don't care what kind of law they got out now. They still know
Mm.
how to pull them out and throw them away.
Yo,
Dang.
I ain't even about to play with you. I ain't even about to play with you, bro. I ain't even about
Edit
to
that
play with
out
you.
so we don't get canceled.
Listen, I ain't gonna cap. I went
Cause
to
I didn't
CVS
mean, but you know
yesterday,
what
and
I'm
I
saying
hear
though.
you.
Oh, like a dude can try to have a family, and a woman can still do some things to naturally not let it happen. You know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah,
without even having to take the test. You know what I'm saying? They just know,
So,
like a female know when a dude done try to basically create life in her.
yeah.
He gonna lay there. He gonna talk in that ear, be like, you know, I'm gonna go to Waffle House and everything. He grabbing his
Go to
thigh and shit. She
Waffle
already know. She ain't got time to go get a
it's the
plan B, so she
it's the
take
close
two
up to the credit
Tylenols and then she fall.
House.
But as a
Mm,
man, if we say,
What?
"Hey, I ain't want to create that. That was by accident."
mm,
Oh, we dealing with that for the rest of our life. We got 18 plus years on that shit.
yeah.
You got all your life. You kidding me? 18 plus? What? You got all your life, big dog. The hell? Damn.
Exactly. So that's why I
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
like, like women cheat, but I feel like it's easier because they have more controls of situations. Because dudes only thinking one way when they in the process of trying to cheat or do anything like that. They only thinking one way to get what they ain't getting.
Can I ask you a
Mm,
question? Let me throw a monkey. Let me throw a monkey, a wrench in your monkey, whatever. However you say it, whatever.
yeah.
Is it not cheaper to buy a condom than do that?
You got a
Instead of
lot of
out there,
bitches. Excuse my
out of
language.
there shooting up the club, and why not?
Excuse my language, but you got a lot of bitches out here that's been lately saying they're allergic to latex. And what the fuck is a condom
Well,
made
get
of?
Yeah, that's
well,
true.
yeah,
And a
yeah.
lot of
Okay,
niggas
you
ain't
allergic
going
to
to the
latex?
clinics
I can't
because they
fuck with
ain't
you.
getting a self check
If I
out.
was in that situation, if you allergic to latex, I can't fuck with you.
Okay.
That's it. Now either you lying
See,
to
that's
me
the
or you
difference. See,
just
now that's where the
Ooh,
the
ooh.
the that's where the half and half come out of you.
that's what I have to
See,
have come out, man.
we full
Absolutely, man.
men.
Listen.
We don't give a damn when it come out of free pussy. Like
Uh-huh.
you, they giving it, and it's a bad one. And be like,
Mm.
damn, why do it?
Mm,
Oh, I can't use no condom because I'm allergic to latex. I ain't worried about it. I'll pull out.
mm,
Game weaker than the motherfucker. It's
I ain't look. I can't even. I had to hook the car. I had to hook the truck up to a car to pull out this again. Couldn't pull that out.
Mm.
And it was 4-wheel drive. So
I
you
ain't even about to
already
play
know
with
what
you.
time it is. You think
Mm-hmm.
so? Yeah, that's a bad thing on us. But here's the females though lying. A lot of these bitches ain't allergic
Mm-hmm.
to latex because
I know. Did you not hear
the
what I just
dildos made
said?
out of latex.
Mm.
Hey, some of
If
them
they
made out
go
of
and get
some
supposedly
real.
checked from the
I forget the
clinic,
name of it.
doctor
Like
put
real
on
something
latex
jazz. I don't know.
gloves.
Yeah.
Let me catch. You tell me you're like. Let me dip. Catch you put on one of them damn gloves. Oh, you a liar. Oh, you a
Tell you
whole
all you need
liar.
to know.
I ain't never like I
Mhm.
Hey,
done
I'm
heard
telling
it.
yo, go wash the dishes real quick.
But
You're
see,
right,
it's the
right.
newer generation of females that's doing this. These millennials. These them
Mm.
millennial ass babies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
These
That's why. That's
motherfuckers
why.
born in
That's why. That's why I don't even talk
2007
to
and
them.
8.
Uh-uh.
You know,
I can't.
and born in
I can't.
2009.
If
Mm.
you
If you
ain't, let me tell you
25 and
something.
down right now, yeah, I say about 25. No, yeah, as a female about 25 down, you a millennial. You in the photo era. You think more like a dude than you
You a
think
get
like
on
a
my
woman.
nerves, get out my face type shit.
Yeah,
Mm.
you out here lying. You don't even know what the fuck latex is. You lying on it.
Mhm.
Like, come on, man, don't do that. But see, they doing it because they've been programmed to by television and basic media and everything else is going on. And you got these
Mhm.
old ass, nasty ass dudes out here, you know what I'm saying, that couldn't keep Grandma Rose, so now they trying to get, you know what I'm saying, a Rosa.
Trying to get,
Yeah,
they
from
trying
down
to
the
get,
block.
they trying to get the Michelles. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't got time for that. You got a lot of Shannon Sharp ass niggas out here trying to get these damn Michelles out here. But see, then again, Michelle could have been an old bitch too.
Michelle, I'm in a
Cause you know
bind,
Shannon
Nate.
Sharp don't mess with us. And you know them don't care how old they is, and they get rocked at 60. So, but
Mm-mm.
for regular niggas like us right here, when I
Yeah.
get 60, I'm looking for a girl that just got out of college, or is supposed to be in college, but she been on the block and she do help in apartment 4B. She do box braids. That's what we looking at.
Hey, that's the thing now.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
because they gonna take care of you. They gonna cook for you for the old man. The old man don't want nobody but to cook for him, rub his feet. He
That's
take
it.
that damn, but it's like Bluetooth now, because it's safer for your heart.
Uh,
I ain't trying to be doing that. I don't need to take no Bluetooth. I want to be married and still getting on naturally. And
yeah.
if I gotta take a Bluetooth, it's between me and my wife.
Right, right.
Mhm.
You know.
Oh, with
But
it.
you got a lot of old nasty ass dudes out here that ain't married, ain't never been married. They been playing all their life, and you got these females out here. You know why they playing. So,
You don't know
Mm.
no better. Some of them don't even
and
know
you
no
got a
better, but I
young
ain't gonna cap
nigga
to you.
that's dealing with them, and he like, shit, old dude give her the fucking rent money. I'm gonna go out here and fuck Keisha for 9 o'clock.
I'm gonna get her food stamps. Yeah.
Yeah, Keisha giving food
Added
stamps
bonus.
and pussy,
Uh-huh.
And she cooking. It made me a
and
plate.
your
Appreciate
girlfriend
you.
paying the rent by old dude that own the apartment complex.
That's why I said what I said.
And
I'm in
he
a
let y'all
bind,
take
Nate.
Cadillacs on Sunday to go to Walmart and get groceries.
Oh man.
That's what your mind do, though.
Mm-mm.
You add more reasons to justify it, more
Mm-mm.
reasons to make it worth the trouble.
Mm.
I
Let me
It's
tell
mean,
you
still
something.
wrong.
More
yeah,
reasons to try to make it work, man. It absolutely is still 100% wrong. Like man,
yeah,
nobody got time for that. If I gotta sit here and come up with all these damn excuses
But I blame the
and
women.
right. You stay on that. No,
You damn right I blame the woman.
I'm
My
just
thing is,
happy.
I don't care how fucked up of a man you is. If you got a good woman, a woman doing something for you, I don't care what it is. Feeding you, fucking you,
Mm.
sucking you, cooking for you, it don't matter. If
uh,
she
Making sure
do
you
if
taken
she there,
care of, push your ass and
you know
everything,
what I'm saying?
making
She
sure
there
mm,
uh,
and you just still do that, you just a fucked up individual. But any
uh,
real man, I don't care how fucked up man you is, you gon' even if you fuck up, you gonna feel bad and you ain't gonna fuck up no more because you be like, damn, I really got something good. You
mm,
know what I'm saying? So as a man, if you still out here just cheating and you got something good, you just fucked up. But if you cheating and you got supposed to have a good woman,
mm.
what is the woman doing?
mm,
What is the woman doing?
If you don't do your job, they can replace you. You
To the
know,
left, to the left.
let's think about it. If I die right now where I work at, and we ain't
Mm-hmm.
finna expose it because it's already been exposed on this podcast a few times already. So we ain't gonna keep going down for
uh-huh.
copyright issues. But
Okay.
where I work at, if my ass die, they gonna have a class in that bitch Wednesday.
It's a class
There
every
you go.
Wednesday.
That'd
So
be nice now.
Yeah. So why not a man
Excuse me.
have that same opportunity if he ain't getting what he supposed to be getting from his woman?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not saying he
But then
supposed to
he,
do it, but if she doing what she supposed to be doing at all,
mm,
a man to think twice about going out. I promise you, a man to think twice.
it all depends. A man that has the mental capacity will think twice.
See,
Said
that's
it.
from
You said
third person right there, though. That's the outside looking in.
Man, shut your mouth. You're right. You know what?
Speaking
You're
from
right. You're right.
POV,
I give it to you. I give it to you. Point of view. From the
how?
point of view.
How,
From
Sway?
the point of view. How Sway? Let me tell you something. All it takes for every last decision you already know is on you.
mm,
Keisha, let me ask you a
Every
question.
last decision. Go ahead.
Let me
Come on.
ask you a question.
Let me get
Have you
close to it. Go ahead.
ever
Please.
worked a 12-hour shift,
Mm-hmm.
came home,
Mm-hmm.
talking to your woman throughout the job all day? You
Uh-huh.
come there, and all you
Mm-hmm.
want to do is just sit there. She can't really cook anyway, so it's probably gonna boil some hot dogs cause a little
Let me tell you
bad.
something. Let me tell you something. Time out. First, you fucked up right there. Any female that I talk to could cook. So go ahead. Run it back.
Well,
Go ahead.
anyway, for those who can't, as a
I don't
man,
talk to them.
we will sit there and eat some boiled hot dogs over some
Yeah,
grilled hot
right.
dogs. You know what I'm saying? Cause we looking at the effort and we looking at the fact that she thought about it. Like, man, I work 12 hours. I gotta come home these fucking boiled ass hot dogs, but at least I got something to eat. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
I ain't got no money to get nothing to eat. I can't cook nothing to
Mhm,
eat. So at least she thought about it. So I'm coming home to it.
Yeah.
You
mhm,
eating boiled hot dogs. You want to sit with her on that damn rent center couch, and
mhm.
she want to build in the corner on that damn iPhone that she paying off of what it is, Corner or whatever
Come
every
and
other
shit.
week,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and she
Mhm,
texting everybody else in the book, and all you want is just a little bit of attention. Like, I'm paying the bills. Like, if I don't pay for this couch, bitch, they coming to get it next week, and you gonna
mhm.
ignore
Mm,
me and give me a boiled hot dog on top of that with light bread? But
Let
the
me tell you
kids had
something.
buns.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. How you change that? Yo, come here. Come here. Why you over there on that phone? That's all it take.
But
yeah.
That's all it take.
if you
Like, for
used
real,
to
like
it
you get
though, but you gotta
if you used
understand.
to
See,
it.
Keith, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you, me and Zach are coffee
Mhm.
creamer, and you're half and half.
I'm
So
half
you
and half.
think on two
I like half
different
and
perspectives of everything. Like,
half.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm
You can
playing
tell,
double dutch.
but
I
you
feel
got
you.
more of the you know what I'm saying, womanly thought because you know what I'm saying. So yeah, as a strong black woman, you know
Mm,
how our aunties and shit used to do back in the day. They ain't have no boyfriends or no husbands, but they always had a
mm,
brand new car and come to the cookout talking all the shit in the world, whatever. Ain't no nigga finna fuck them over and all that. We understand. We got them. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we
absolutely.
had that. But my
Mm,
thing is just like when the man deals with, cause women are uncontrollable at times. They get once they get comfortable, they assert their energy and they assert their domination. So as a man, you got a good one. You cool with that because that's a sign of love for us. All
Mm-hmm.
the man trying to do is be loved unconditionally, flaws and all. We ain't got to go out and cheat. I may come home late because I had a few beers with the guys after work, but
mm.
I'd rather come home to you cursing me out about coming home late than coming home drunk by myself and got to jack off.
Huh?
Okay. Let me steer it this way. Let me steer it this way.
Go ahead. Go on.
Another reason men cheat is because of boundaries or lack of boundaries.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
And that can go for the woman too. We
Mm-hmm.
can establish those boundaries, but I think everybody has that exception where they gonna skip out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That particular. Oh yeah, I'm a hold her down unless this one come by my way. You get what I'm saying? Kid, what you got to say?
Oh, boy, you don't put all your eggs in one basket. You never do. I'm sorry. You just can't. That's retarded. Now, now. Okay.
Mm,
If you feel like this person is how they are supposed to be for you, specifically made for you, no
mm,
matter what their body type is, how they are, how they behave, you absolutely love them, you adore everything that they do. Infatuation is through the roof. You feel me?
mm,
Now, if you feel that way, then you feel that way. Me and
mm.
my silly behind, I'ma always look. I'm rough about it. I'm retarded about it. I'm always look. I'm always smiling. Like, hey, you do one red. You give me one red flag, that dog. I promise you. Oh, word. All right. Mm-hmm.
True,
I
true,
do.
yeah.
Got one red flag. That's all it takes. One red flag. Cause you know what? After that one red flag, you know what come happens? The rest
Yeah,
of them just come flying. Real talk.
I mean, I don't blame you for looking. I mean, the world is wide and round, and booties abound. You know what I mean? So, wanting to see what's out there, but whatever boundary you set, that's up to you. That's a personal thing, and that's something you need to explain or establish with your partner. And then once y'all establish that, it's up to y'all to uphold it. The moment you stop doing that, even if it's in your mind, if you're going by the book, you know, the Bible, if
Hmm.
you think it, you already done did it.
Right.
That thing. So that's just how
Hey, I
you have to
agree with
govern
that.
yourself.
I agree with that. I think at the end of the day, just as in general, if you is a man, you feel like you're a real man, just do the right thing. If you in a situation with anyone, what I'm saying, a relationship, whatever, if
Mhm.
you feel the urge to step out, just leave it.
Mhm.
Just leave it. That's the best thing that anybody can do, man or
Mhm.
woman. Just leave it,
Yeah,
because when you accept it, that's when you allow it.
yeah. So, hold on. Keisha, what?
What she got going on?
Oh no, you want to talk to us, buddy?
She probably muted us to fuss at somebody.
Oh, okay.
There's two different personalities. We can't hear you. Unmute
No,
yourself.
no.
Hello.
I feel like she was spitting knowledge too.
She was. She was saying something. We cut out, and she said her mic went out. God damn it.
Oh.
That's what happens when you have guests on the show. she, she, damn, but she saying something good over there.
yeah, yeah.
Damn. But yeah, Zach. Damn, I hate to cut the guest off like this. There's no way she can
No.
pick her voice up back. Can we get her voice back any type of way? Can
Yeah.
anybody help us right now? If you got a Bluetooth, turn it off. Turn off your Bluetooth or something. Or unplug the headset. Something. Hey, sorry,
No.
audience, but we lost our first favorite guest. She will be reoccurring. She will be coming back on this show. I
For sure,
promise
for
y'all.
sure. I don't think she was agreeing with what we were saying anyway. I mean,
I think she agreed with it. I hope she did. If she didn't, we'll find out Monday.
for sure.
We
Mike
trying to
check.
we trying to see if we can get it back, y'all. But yeah, but at the end of the day, like I said, at the end of the day, just don't cheat.
Yeah.
Like I said, why men cheat? Me personally, I feel like it's because neglection of things, stuff like that. And some cheat because that's just what they saw growing up or raised up doing. And some do
Mhm.
it because they just want to do it. But at the end of the day, don't do it. You know,
Right.
do the right thing, love everybody.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
we're trying to recreate this world. We have to keep, if we don't love each other, nobody else.
Right. Right.
I'm trying to see if she gonna come back on this chat, y'all. So I'm gonna just
I
say
know.
some dumb
I
shit,
know.
but um, I'm trying to stall audience. I'm really trying to stall, but at the end of the day,
Really?
like, yeah, like don't cheat. But women at the end of the day, don't give us a reason. You know what I like when I get home.
Yeah,
Rub the back of my head.
yeah,
Burn that bologna when you fry it for me. Ain't like you making cube steak and gravy no more. We
yeah,
done lost our audience. We done lost our guests, y'all. Hold on.
um,
We gonna
yeah.
gotta pause though.
Yeah,
She might be coming back.
I
She may be
hope so.
coming back.
I want her to give her little last remark
Yeah, we gotta hear
on
that
the
because
topic.
she was saying something and she was into it.
For
And I
sure,
feel like it was something that we needed to hear, honestly.
I think so.
I hope we got time to get her back, man.
If not, hopefully she could put it in the chat and we can read it out for her.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I think at this point, everybody knows that, or should have a clue that the reasons why men cheat ain't so simple, ain't so one sided. It can be selfish, or it can
Yeah.
be seemingly justifiable. Um, you just gotta put in the work and figure out why you have that tendency or what led you to that point.
Can we hear me?
Yeah.
We got
Oh
you.
yeah, we back,
Yes, sir.
we back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Keisha, I
But
want to say
Zach, I
this
agree with what you were saying though, brother.
for sure.
Man,
Keisha,
yo,
it's a pleasure to have you on this show. You were
I
giving
appreciate it, man.
perspective, good
Yeah,
points, things
Yeah.
to make us think. We definitely gonna have you back on
We
for
got to have
sure.
you back.
Yeah. I don't care if it's a part three for this topic because I feel
We
like
can
we
make
ain't
it a
tell it
part
all.
three.
Man,
Yeah.
there's so much that comes with it. Cause man, cheating. Like I said, it comes with so many branches. Cause like, bro, it don't matter. It could be neglect. It could be because your upbringing. It could be for the fact of how your other half is treating you. You already know they out there getting dogged out by somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? It's a
Yeah,
whole bunch. It's a whole bunch of little any and everything.
for
It don't
sure.
matter. It just really
Hey,
all depends on how you think for it. Like you said, you gotta make do with your boundaries, man. If you know
yeah,
that's a communication boundaries. These are
yeah,
all type of things that I'm personally learning on myself
hmm,
in my good old 30s, my good old big age of 36.
yeah,
I'm learning about all that myself because I was never taught that when I was growing up and in my adolescence times, between
mm,
having my little one off boyfriends and then going into girlfriends and da 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 and all that extra things like that. Just
yeah,
being real about it. You never
right.
was taught about that.
That's
So you
real.
gotta like know what you are willing to put up with versus what you're not gonna put up with. Why do men cheat? Because they dogs. I'm just kidding. Okay.
We can be. Yeah,
Why do women cheat? Because they dogs. Period.
yeah. I mean, that's real though. I mean, honestly,
Yeah, she said some real stuff right there. That's why I say I'm glad to have her on. I'm glad to have her on, man. Like, yeah,
Oh
we
yeah, for
appreciate
sure.
you,
You know I'm
Keisha.
with it. I'm down with it.
yeah,
If they don't mind, I would like for to ask for somebody else to come join too as well. Like I don't cap like my brother. He's very very opinionated, and his validation is how you hear this man speak. You will see where I get it from. Bottom line.
Well,
mm,
if he
okay,
anything like you, um,
Oh shit, I'm more like him, honestly.
okay,
I
yeah,
mean, I don't think our producer have an issue with it.
Word for sure.
yeah. So we'll set that up. Put the bug
For
in his
sure, for
ear,
sure.
and then we'll go
Yeah,
from there. And that'll be our part three.
yeah, that'll be our part three for you.
All right,
So, to
bet.
all our fans and audience out there, our time is up. Sorry, y'all, we got to go.
Yeah,
But tune in next Sunday for
For sure.
part three of the
Yes.
Three Wise Men. We will have our guest Keisha back on along with another special guest. And again, y'all like, share, comment, and
Wow.
subscribe to the channel and the
so for
podcast.
sure.
Again, I'm your host, Ronnie G.
Zach,
And I'm
And
the
this is
guest
our
king.
guest, Keisha.
yeah,
And
yeah.
what's going on?